Welcome to Simple English Talk. Speak English easily. Speak with confidence.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simple English Talk. I'm Emma, and today we're going to talk about something very close to our hearts.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex. Yes, Emma, today's topic is something almost every English learner struggles with.
Exactly. Today we're talking about how to improve English speaking skills.
And if you're listening right now and thinking, I understand English, but I can't speak fluently, then this episode is for you.
Alex, let me ask you something honestly. Did you always speak English confidently?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, I was very scared to speak English.
Really? You sound so confident now.
That confidence came after many mistakes. Earlier, when I tried to speak, my mind went blank.
That happens to so many people. They know the words, they know the grammar, but when it's time to speak, silence.
Yes, and the biggest reason is fear.
Fear of making mistakes.
Fear of people laughing.
Fear of sounding bad in English.
But here's the truth, Emma. You cannot improve your English without making mistakes.
That's such an important point. Mistakes are not your enemies. They are your teachers.
Exactly. When a child learns to speak, they make thousands of mistakes.
But nobody laughs at them.
Right. So why are adults so hard on themselves?
Good question. I remember one of my students. She could write English very well, but she never spoke.
What was her problem?
She always said, "First I'll become perfect, then I'll speak."
That's a dangerous mindset.
Yes, because perfection never comes first. Speaking comes first.
Fluency comes after practice, not before.
So if you're listening right now, please remember this simple line. Speak first, improve later.
Beautifully said, Emma.
Alex, tell me something. What was one small habit that really helped you improve?
Talking to myself.
Talking to yourself?
Yes, I used to describe my day in English.
Like what?
Like, now I'm making tea. I'm going to work. I'm feeling tired today.
That's actually very powerful.
It removes pressure. No audience, no fear.
And your brain starts thinking in English naturally.
Exactly. Thinking in English is a big step toward fluency.
Another problem learners face is vocabulary.
Yes, people try to memorize big words.
But they forget to use simple words correctly.
Simple English is powerful English.
You don't need fancy words to express yourself.
You need clear thoughts and confidence.
Confidence comes from daily practice.
Even 10 minutes a day can change everything.
Listening to podcasts like this.
Repeating sentences.
Shadowing native speakers.
And most importantly, speaking every single day.
Alex, let's be honest. Improving English is not magic.
No shortcuts.
No overnight success.
But it's possible for everyone.
Yes, if you can understand this podcast, you can also speak English.
You just need patience.
And consistency.
And courage to speak imperfect English.
Because imperfect English is better than silent perfection.
Wow, that line hits hard.
Friends, don't wait for the right time.
Start speaking today.
Start speaking now.
Your future fluent self will thank you.
We'll continue this conversation in the next part,
where we'll share daily speaking routines and real-life practice tips.
So stay connected with Simple English Talk.
Keep listening, keep practicing.
And keep speaking English. All right, I'll continue the script naturally without ending it. Same flow, same tone, no conclusion. Alex, you mentioned daily speaking routines earlier. Many listeners ask me one question again and again.
Let me guess. Who should I practice English with?
Exactly. Not everyone has an English-speaking partner.
And that's completely okay. You don't need a partner to start.
That's true. People wait too long for the perfect situation.
But English improves in real life, not in waiting.
I remember when I had no one to talk to in English.
What did you do then?
I started speaking to objects.
Objects?
Yes, my mirror, my phone, even my cup of coffee.
That actually makes sense.
I would stand in front of the mirror and say, "Hello, my name is Emma. Today I feel nervous, but I will speak."
Mirror practice is powerful.
You can see your expressions.
You become comfortable with your own voice.
Many learners hate their English accent.
But an accent is not a problem.
It's proof that you know more than one language.
Exactly. Fluency is not about sounding native
It's about being understood.
and understanding others.
Another big mistake people make is overthinking grammar.
Oh yes, grammar blocks fluency.
When you speak your mother tongue, you don't think about grammar rules.
You just speak.
English should be the same.
Correct grammar will come with time.
First, let your thoughts flow.
Even broken sentences are okay.
Me go market yesterday is better than silence.
At least you're communicating.
Listeners, please understand this. English is a tool, not an exam.
You don't need marks.
You need communication.
Let's talk about listening for a moment.
Yes, listening is very important.
The more you listen, the more natural your speaking becomes.
That's why podcasts are so helpful.
You hear real conversations,
Real emotions.
real pauses, and mistakes.
Sometimes learners feel slow. They say, others are improving faster than me.
Comparison kills confidence.
Everyone has a different journey.
Your pace is your pace.
The only person you should compare with is...
Your past self.
Exactly. Alex, do you remember your first English conversation?
Oh yes, my hands were shaking.
What happened?
I made mistakes. I forgot words. I used wrong tenses.
But you survived.
And I improved.
That's the magic of speaking.
Every conversation makes you stronger,
Even embarrassing moments.
especially embarrassing moments.
They stay in your memory.
And you never repeat the same mistake again.
Let's talk about thinking in English again.
Yes, that's a game changer.
Many people translate from their mother tongue.
That slows everything down.
Instead, use simple English thoughts.
Like, I am hungry. I am tired. I need help.
Small sentences build big confidence.
Confidence builds fluency.
Fluency builds opportunities.
Jobs, travel, friendships,
English connects the world,
and it can change your life.
but only if you use it.
Not if you hide from it.
So right now, wherever you are,
At home, on the bus, at work,
say one English sentence.
out loud.
Don't worry about mistakes.
Just speak.
Your voice matters.
Your effort matters.
And this journey?
Is still going.
Got it. I'll continue the script smoothly, same style, no ending, no conclusion. Alex, something else many learners struggle with is confidence in public.
Yes, speaking English alone is easier than speaking in front of people.
The moment someone listens, pressure starts.
Heart beats faster.
Words disappear.
And suddenly, English feels impossible.
But confidence is a skill.
And skills can be trained.
I used to feel scared even ordering food in English.
Really?
Yes, I would practice the sentence many times in my head.
And what happened?
When the waiter asked something extra, I panicked.
That's very common.
But slowly, I stopped memorizing.
You started understanding instead.
Exactly. Understanding gives flexibility.
Flexibility gives confidence.
Another important habit is recording your voice.
Oh, that helps a lot.
Many people don't like listening to themselves.
But it's one of the best teachers.
You hear your mistakes.
You notice your pronunciation.
And you also notice improvement.
That's very motivating. Sometimes learners think their English is not improving.
But they don't track it.
Recording helps you see progress.
Even small progress matters.
Let's talk about pronunciation for a moment.
Yes, many learners worry too much.
They want perfect pronunciation.
But clarity is more important than perfection.
If people understand you, you're doing great.
Native speakers have different accents too. British, American, Australian.
Even within one country, accents change.
So don't chase perfection, chase communication.
Alex, what about mistakes in front of fluent speakers?
That fear is real. What should learners do?
Remember this, most fluent speakers don't judge you.
They appreciate your effort.
And if someone laughs, that says more about them than you.
Exactly. English should give you freedom, not fear.
Freedom to express your thoughts.
Freedom to share your story.
Everyone has a story.
And your story deserves a voice.
That's why storytelling is powerful.
When you tell stories, language becomes natural.
You don't think about rules.
You focus on meaning.
Meaning is the heart of language.